Hello guys, Janos here and welcome to Arc the Lad R. And today in this video, I'm here to present you guys with the list of the top 3 characters that you are supposed to reroll for in this game. If you manage to get these 3 characters, definitely you will have a lot of advantage in progressing through your account. Alright, so let's get this started. First of all, I would really love to tell it to you guys that please try to focus on getting the buffer hero units. How do you know if they are buffer or not? Well, they have this icon, this bluish icon with the sun icon in the middle, okay, like Poco, Sia, Chongara, Suiren, and so on and on. And now the main question is, who are the top 3 amongst them, right? So, well, let's get this started. When we go into the characters out here, try to go into the upgrade right over here, and then let's start with the Sia herself. Well, what's so special about the buffer is that they provide amazing attack boost to the allies in the battlefield. Like, let's say, for example, we have got Sia right over here, right? Let's look into her auto skill known as the Love Apple. So what happens with the auto skill is that, it will apply the effect even if your character is not really that active, okay? As long as the allies are within the determined tiles, they will be able to enjoy the auto skill abilities. Now, what's gonna happen with the Love Apple is raises the attack of allies in range by 40%. So 6 of the allies who are in front of her on those 6 tiles, those green tiles, they will be able to enjoy that boost in attack by 40%. Wow! That is great, isn't it? And most of the buffers can really do that, okay? So that's why buffers are really prepared in the battlefield, and they are going to be so helpful not only in the early game contents but also in the end game contents. And that's said and done. Now let's start talking about the Sia. Well, first of all, let's talk about her sweet heal out here. One of the amazing healer out there, restores the HP of allies in the range by 50% of attack. That's great. And also raises the status element resistance as well. That's going to be a really great help for the overall sustenance of your entire team. So, well, having her in your team is going to be a great bonus. Next one is going to be the Apple Party. Deals damage equal to 135% of attack to enemies and range. Okay, so it's kind of a little bit like mini AoE attack, and that's pretty good. 135% of our attack stat, not bad, alright? And there is this another auto skill as well, okay? So really, you really don't need to be that active as well. Motivation. Restores 10 MP points to self at start of battle. Restores an extra 15 magic points if Sarah is in the party. Wow, this is great, okay? We really need a lot of magic points in order to keep on using those skills. Like, let's say right over here, the Sweet Heal needs 50 magic point cost or mana cost, right? And the Apple Party right over here requires 30 mana cost. And thanks to this motivation right over here, she will have no problem at all with the mana, especially if there is Sarah in the team. Wow, that is so great indeed. And that is why Sia is one of the best unit out there. Not only that, she provides an amazing attack boost to all the, most of the allies in the battlefield out there. Like 6 of those allies in that green tile field, right? That's really great indeed. She's also going to provide those heals and also really good damage output as well. Alright, so that's going to be our first character. How about the second character? Who is going to be the second best? And I would say she's one of the best DPS, alright, let's say one of the best damage dealer out there as well. Look into her attack stat, it's so good, 191 attack stat right away, and she has properly awesome physical defense and magical defense as well. So looking into her auto skill, look into this, she has a ripple effect. Raises the attack of allies in range by 45%. Well, Sia was only giving us 40% of attack boost, right? But well, we have Suiren, who is going to give us 45% boost in attack for the allies around her. Look at that. She's covering about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tiles, right? So that's great indeed. Okay, that's it and done. Now let's move into the active skills out here. Soul Cleave. It's so good. It just only costs about 40 mana. And uncounterable attack. Yes, both of her attacks are uncounterable, okay? So that means she's not going to take any kind of counter damage at all. And that also allows her to have amazing sustainability in the battlefield. An uncounterable attack that deals damage equal to 195% of attack to one enemy. That's an amazing nuke. Provided that her basic attack stat is so good, with this attack definitely she can deal some amazing damage. So she is going to be a really great asset for the boss fights, okay? And has 33% chance of inflicting physical defense nullify, meaning she has this 33% chance to ignore the defense of the opponent. What? Right? This is so great indeed. I mean, like, one of the amazing unit out there that has the potential to ignore the defense of the opponent while dealing some amazing nuke damage. So C definitely can actually qualify as a candidate to deal one of the best damage out there. Next is going to be the drop slash, okay? An uncounterable attack that deals damage equal to 105% of attack to one enemy, and on top of that one, absorbs 50% of the damage dealt at SP points. Wow. C can also absorb the damage that C has dealt. That's like lifesteal effect. 50% of the damage that she's gonna deal. More the damage she's gonna deal, the more SP she's gonna steal, right? So that is so good indeed. Oh my god. Suiren, one of the best unit out there when you are really looking forward for a really good buff. I mean, like, she's going to provide this 45% boost in attack, right? She's going to ignore the defense of the opponents while doing that immense single target nuke damages. 195% of damage to a single target. That is insane. And with a fast active skill, it's gonna allow her to sustain in battlefield for so long. Cause look at it, 50% of the damage dealt is gonna be replenished as her HP heal. That is so good, okay? And her stats are pretty great as well. So if you actually manage to get Suiren, you are pretty solid already, okay? So that's gonna be it. Now let's move into the next unit, and that's gonna be the last unit, and its name is Verdran, okay? Verdran is awesome. When we are looking into this Raise Aura right over here, raises the attack of allies in range by 35%. No, don't worry guys. If you are going to evolve him to higher star gradings, definitely he's going to improve his skill output as well, okay? Meaning like, he's going to provide more attack boost to the allies out there. For right now, my Verdran is only 4-star grade. So, don't get confused, alright? Next is gonna be the Armored. Raises own physical defense and magical defense by 10 points when HP is below 50%. Wow. This actually allows him to be one of the best tanking units out there as well. You obviously would want to have a tank in your team. Like, you already have a really good healer, like Sia, right? And you already have a very good damage dealer. That's gonna be Suiren. And now you need a really proper tank, and that's gonna be the Verdran, okay? These three hero units are definitely going to make your account very, very strong, okay? So looking into this Verdran right over here, he definitely can improve his own defense points, and that definitely will allow him to sustain more in the battlefield and taking more damage inside. Next is gonna be his active skill. So let's look at it right away. Counter Void, it says, deals damage equal to 135% of attack to one enemy. That's a very good single target nuke damage, and has 75% chance of inflicting counter skill, meaning like there's a 75% chance the opponent will not be able to counter at all. So that is really good, meaning like he's really trying to minimize the incoming damage to him. So that's really good. And now let's move into his first active skill, and it says Impact Blow. Deals damage equal to 180% of attack to one enemy. Oh my god, 180% attack. And looking into his attack stats, it's not that shabby either. It's 132 points, so I would say it's really good. He looks really awesome, and he can actually deal some really good damage to the opponents out there. Definitely a must-have unit for the boss fights as well. And on top of that one, he definitely can go in the front row, cause hey, he can keep on taking a lot of damage all day long. And especially if you have Sia in your team, obviously, with a lot of heals, he can be pretty much unkillable from time to time, okay? So yes, that's the advantage that you can get with the buffers, the Verdran, Sia, and the Suiren, okay? Yes, there are other buffers out here as well, like this, for example, Logreed is also really awesome, but hey, looking into his tiles of action, it's a little bit weird, okay? It's on the plus side, and you have to be very, very strategical in using him. It's a little bit hard to use the Logreed out here. There are other buffer units out there as well that we can keep on talking about maybe in other time. Anyways, now to conclude, definitely the first unit that you might actually want to have in your team is gonna be Sia for that proper healing as well as that amazing attack boost to your allies and pretty good damage output as well. And the best damage dealer among the buffer is definitely going to be this amazing unit known as Suiren, ignoring the defense of the opponent, and her attack is uncounterable on top of that one, and she can even recover her own HP as well thanks to the damage that she's dealing. That is so good. It's so good, guys, okay? And finally, being the Verdran, being one of the top tier tanking unit out there. Anyways, that's said and done. This is it for today. What do you guys think about the insights that I've just provided to you? Do you agree with my list? If you do, please do hit that like and subscribe button right away. I would really appreciate it. If you do not believe, or if you do not really agree with my list, please do let me know in the comment section below, like which particular characters are you really focusing on, and why you really think that they are much better than compared to these units that I just discussed about, okay? So with all that said and done, this is it for today. See you guys in the next video.